What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a weekly reading for the week of August 27th through September 2nd. And this has been a crazy week up until now, and you know, the energies of the eclipse are starting to settle in, and I'm feeling very strange. Okay, we're still in Mercury Retrograde, but that will be ending on the 5th of September, I believe. So I've been feeling the effects. I don't know about you guys, but definitely communication has been breaking down. Electronic equipment has been breaking down for me. It's been crazy, but we're almost through it. So in today's reading, I want to get a glimpse into the energies that are likely to occur in the upcoming week, and learn how I can and you can face this week in the best way possible with the knowledge and understanding that we need to make the most of it. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot today, and I'm going to ask the tarot cards a question: what do we need to know about the upcoming week? Give me a few moments to center myself and shuffle the cards. Alright, that ought to do it. 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, first things first, we'll look at this card and see what it's got to tell us. Alright, we've got the King of Wands. Alright, the gist I'm getting from this card is that this week is going to be about putting in work, putting in energy and effort into that which you wish to manifest. I don't know about you guys, but for me, the last couple of weeks have been kind of low key. It's been about centering myself, it's been about grounding myself, it's been about learning about the self. But now this card is giving me an inclination that the energies are shifting, especially now that the eclipse is behind us, and it's time to start creating, and it's time to start putting in work. It's time to start being confident. That's a big thing that I get from this card, is confidence in that what you're doing is the right thing. And if you don't feel that in your heart, then you may not be doing what is in alignment with your highest good and your highest path. So definitely ask yourself that question. And if you feel like the actions that you're putting out into the world are in alignment with your highest path, then you need to really get behind that. And don't worry about what other people say. Don't let any people discourage you. Don't let anything stop you from doing what you need to do, because you're on the right path, and nothing can or will stop you if you carry that mentality with you. So definitely I'm feeling like already that this week is going to be about creation. It's going to be about putting energy out. It's going to be about creating and manifesting. So that's just the initial card. Let's see what the next card has to say. Oh, the next card is the Page of Swords. Alright, so I think this card is telling us not to get a big head, though. Yes, we're on the right path. Yes, we're doing work that's, you know, what we consider to be very important. But the Page of Swords is saying be very careful with how you express yourself and the things that you're saying to other people, because people might take it the wrong way. You know, you shouldn't worry about how people take it, but it is a consideration that you have to think about, and you're not going to make any friends if you're just, you know, not thinking about other people. So as you go about your path and you're doing this work that you know needs to be done, make sure that the people around you, at least those who are close to you, understand that you're not doing this from an ego perspective. You're not doing this to prove that you're better than anyone. You're doing this because this is what you've been called to do. And make sure people understand that, so they don't think you're just brash and egotistical and just you don't care about anybody else. You know, those things aren't mutually exclusive. You don't have to turn your back on friends and family just to get what you want, right? You can support your friends and family and get what you want, and there's no shame in that whatsoever. So definitely be very cognizant and aware of how you're expressing yourself and the words that you're saying. You don't want to embody the Page of Swords energy, because the Page of Swords is going to, it might lie or manipulate or just speak untruth, and we don't want that. So make sure you're speaking the truth while following your path. And the last card for this week is the Five of Swords. Alright, so I get the feeling that there's going to be ego battles. Despite your best efforts to make people understand around you, I do see a lot of pushback from the outside world here, as far as not understanding what you're trying to do, not being on the same page with you, and as a result they're kind of they have a lot of friction with you. I do see people having friction with you this week, so keep that in mind as you progress on this week. And you're not going to win all the battles. In fact, no one wins any battles. When was the last time anyone won in war, right? Anyone won a battle? Everyone loses. So if you can avoid it, stay away from these ego contests where it's basically just a pissing match. I'm right, you're wrong, and I refuse to even acknowledge the possibility that I could be wrong, right? That's those sort of things that they don't serve anybody. They don't help you. They're just kind of holding you back from this, from your true goal here. So looking at these cards as a whole, I do see that you're being driven. We're all being driven to succeed, and we have the energy and the impetus, and we've been in this cocoon phase for the last week or two, where we're just getting ready for this week, it feels like. And now that this week has come, it's time to put in action. It's time to manifest. It's time to create. It's time to do work. And I do feel like if you're not careful, I think things are gonna kind of get out of hand with other people. Other people aren't going to understand why all of a sudden you are just like, go get them, and have that attitude. So I think there's going to be some pushback, some people not totally agreeing with you, but that's fine. You don't have to please everybody. You don't have to have everyone like you. As long as you're doing what you need to be doing, that is all that matters. So don't worry about what other people think, but at the same time, consider their feelings and try not to alienate people here. So make sure your words are spoken from a place of love this week, and try to spread as much love and positivity and positive message, especially through your speech, as you possibly can this week, because people are going to need to hear it. And then if you can combine those things, like a drive to succeed no matter what, and love and softness and understanding, if you can combine those two things, you will be an unstoppable force that people have to respect and have to look up to. They have no choice. So that is what's going down this week. Very interesting week indeed. I'm looking forward to it, seeing how these things play out. And with the Mercury Retrograde, especially at the tail end, I do feel like communication is going to be an issue here with these swords energy. So watch your communication. Make sure your communication is authentic. And if someone is not being authentic with you, then just extricate. Just step away. You don't need to deal with that person this week, okay? All right, that is my weekly reading. I hope you got something out of that. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about this reading, please put those in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this reading, got something out of it, or looking forward to the next week, then leave a like. I really do appreciate that. It lets me know I did something right and that you got something out of this video. And if you really enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, because I release these videos, guess what? Every week. Weekly video every Sunday. It has a week ahead reading just for you. So I hope you will subscribe to stay up to date on all of that. Alright guys, I wish you the best week possible. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.